2 weeks since Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin met to discuss the end of the Ukraine war, a ceasefire between Moscow and Kyiv seems further away now. Russia has launched a massive air assault on its neighbour, where drones and missiles struck civilian areas. 21 people died, 4 of them children. The British Council headquarters were damaged in the attack, prompting the UK's Foreign Office to summon Russia's ambassador. In a White House press briefing, the press secretary, Karoline Leavitt, says the US president is aware of the fresh assault.
I talked to him about this. He was not happy about this news, but he was also not surprised. These are two countries that have been at war for a very long time. Russia launched this attack on Kyiv, and likewise, Ukraine recently dealt a blow to Russia's oil refineries. They have taken out, as a matter of fact, 20% of Russia's oil refinery capacity over the course of their attacks throughout the month of August. So the president is continuing to watch this intently, and this killing, unfortunately, will continue as long as the war continues, which is why the president wants it to end.
Ukraine's Air Force is adamant they shot down and neutralised all but 41 of the weapons, as the Kremlin's spokesman Dmitry Peskov praised Russia for its attack. Dominic Waghorn reports.
Kyiv had been spared the worst of Russia's attacks while diplomacy was going on, but not anymore. The worst night since the war began, bar one, say Ukrainian authorities, as missiles and drones, more than 600 of them, rained down. While Putin pays lip service to peace efforts, his military hit one civilian building after another, with terrible human cost. One of the worst death tolls in any night of attacks. Irina made it to a shelter. Her mother, now missing, did not.
We were together at first, but then I went down to the shelter and she didn't. When the explosion started, she came out into the street and I called her. The phone keeps ringing, but she still hasn't been found.
The same tragic story with this man who lost his wife and his son.
We went down to the basement shelter with the children. They survived. My daughter, my younger son, and I are still here, but the two of them, they didn't come down. They didn't come down, then the strike hit, and they were all gone.
Russia says it was only targeting military infrastructure. The pictures tell a very different story, and the number of drones and missiles fired each night by Russia is increasing steadily. Natalia describes what it's like to live under such a constant threat.
At that moment we left the house, the siren was screaming above my head. At this point you feel horrific primal fear that pierces your body with needles. You just don't know what to do.
Despite the Ukrainian suffering and Russia's flagrant defiance of calls for a ceasefire, there is still no effective pressure from a divided West on Vladimir Putin to relent. Deliberately or not, this time it wasn't just Ukrainian targets that were hit. A British Council and an EU building damaged too. Russia's ambassador to the UK was summoned to the Foreign Office in London following the attack, saying nothing as he went in. British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer posted this on X. Putin is killing children and civilians and sabotaging hopes of peace. This bloodshed must end. And European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen joined the chorus of protests.
I'm outraged by the attack on Kyiv, also hitting our EU offices. This was the deadliest drone and missile attack on the capital since July.